Okay, that's a winning bid. Shit. All right, looks like I'm going to Pennsylvania. Let me not make this a wasted trip. Damn you, HiBid! Good morning, people. Smitty at the shop. It is about 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday. I had planned on working on the Wrangler project today, but here's what happens. You get online auctions, you win a bid, you win another bid. Next thing you know, you're shoveling the D-Max out of the snow so you can go to Pennsylvania. I jumped on HiBid last night. I watch auctions on there all the time. So that's one of my addictions, besides Copart and eBay and Amazon. HiBid auctions online, check them out. There's one in just about every state. I have the most luck with the Pennsylvania one, which is why I'm going to Pennsylvania this morning. So anyway, I won a couple of items, and that's one of those things where if you win one big item, you might as well grab a couple other things, you know, if they're decent deals while you can, because you're going to Pennsylvania. So I'm going to fire up the trunk, head to, I don't even know where I'm heading. Boyertown, Pennsylvania, maybe? Somewhere just past Philly. I might give my son a call. He's in Philly, see if I can hook up with him. And anyway, let's get on the road. I'll show you what I got. All right, Smitty, back from Pennsylvania, back at the shop. Item number one from the auction. 1500 PSI industrial, or professional pressure washer. It's got a 230 volt, ball door electric motor on it. That's a heavy duty pressure washer right there. I've been wanting one to mount inside the shop, and I wasn't sure if I was just going to buy a cheap $100 one on Amazon. This thing came up on auction. At any rate, I paid with buyer's fees $67. It's an $800 pressure washer. So yes, I have to get a hose. I have to get a wand. I don't have that. It had a different plug on it. I just wired this up because I wanted to make sure the thing ran and worked before I went ahead and bought a hose for it. It does work. It works just fine. Pretty psyched about this. I'm going to be mounting it on the wall somewhere over here. I mean, my water hose is here. I'll probably put a platform up there somewhere and just mount it on the wall and just leave it there. That way I can just flip a switch and, if I want to rinse something off real quick, even the truck, whatever. I don't have to drag out the gas pressure washer. So for let's say $70, I'll probably have, by the time all is said and done, a wand, hose, material for a platform. Let's just say, for the sake of arguing, I have $150 in this project when all is said and done. I am thrilled with that price. I see no reason why this thing won't last me, for as long as I'm here. Those are great. That ball door is a great motor. It's what you would see on an air compressor. They're easily repairable. I've had great luck with the ball door motors, like on my compressors and such. So that's item number one, and that was an add-on item because I knew I was going to Pennsylvania to pick up other stuff. So let's get on to item number two. All right, really quick before we move on to item two. That's what I ended up doing with the pressure washer. Mounted it to the wall. It turned into a little bit more of a project, like anything. I ended up having to run a new outlet, 240 volt outlet. Had to get a breaker, etc. And then just ran a quick tee off the PEX there to a little on-off valve, stainless steel hose. Got a new pressure washer hose with quick disconnects. Got a new wand. But again, I'm thrilled. I have under $300 in the entire thing. That's for everything. So that'll work out good. That'll be awesome for just rinsing off the shop floor and washing cars. And save me the aggravation of pulling out the gas one. I think 1500 PSI is plenty for that. All right, on to item number 2 from the auction. And item number 2 is a new car. Just kidding. Probably the smallest lawn tractor on the market. This one's a Cub Cadet Yard Bug. This is one of those items. This is actually what sent me to Pennsylvania. I bet $100 on this, and this was the first item I won. And I'm like, well, hell, I'm not going all the way to Pennsylvania for the smallest lawn tractor ever. I don't even know why I bid on it. I just thought it was cute. You know, it's one of those things you just look at and go, oh, that's adorable. I got to have that. Very basic little thing. They make them, you know, Craftsman made them. They were under different brands. Pretty standard lawn tractor. This one's kind of cool because it does have the bagger. You know, get the grass catcher, which comes out. I bought this, as I said, having absolutely no idea what I was going to do. It does need a battery. Runs and operates, but it needs a battery, which I just ordered. Yeah, I bought this having no idea what I was going to do with it. And I thought, that's cute. You know, put it out on the road and somebody will buy it. And then I sent a picture of it to my daughter. So it's going to Maryland. She wants it for her kids. So the grandkids are going to get the smallest lawn tractor ever. I'm sure they'll have a blast with it. She is a little bit concerned that that maybe my son-in-law and the kids will fight over who gets to use it. But I'm just going to throw the battery in it, get it running, make sure it's ready to roll for them. I got a little bit of rust here, and since I was doing some Raptor liner on the Jeep over there, I thought, let me just scuff this down and I'll spray a little Raptor liner on it, make it look a little prettier. So we'll do that, and then we'll ship it off to Maryland. There you go. Just Raptor lined the foot area. Nothing fancy. Just kind of cleaned it up because it was all rusty in there. So just taped it off and blasted it, and we'll put the rubber parts back over. Hopefully that'll give it a little more life to the Yard Bug. All right, there she is. Got a brand new battery in her. Got the Raptor liner. Clean up the front there where it was a little bit rusted, so it looks a little bit better anyway. And that's about it. We're going to fire it up and ship it off to Maryland. All right, so here's what we got with the old Yard Bug, because, you know, nothing can ever be too simple. Got a bad starter solenoid. Let's see if we jump it here, it'll fire up. Or actually, if I choke it and give it gas, it'll fire up. Come on, just had it running. So that's what we got going on there. We got a bad starter solenoid. Clickety clicking away there. Jump on the old Amazon, order one of them up. Okay, so that's it. That's it for the Yard Bug. We're going to load her back onto the trailer. I'll throw the solenoid in when it gets in, and then let's move on to item number 3, which is the main item that I was after on HiBid anyway. Item number 3. Here she is in all her glory. This is a 1982 Kawasaki Kz 440. The windshield sold me on it. It's just so purple rain, I had to have it. Interesting little bike. I've owned a handful of these over the years, actually. This one's an 82, as I said. It's a 440. It was sold running, but it has a fuel leak. And, you know, when I went and picked it up at the auction, it reeked of fuel. I didn't look to see where it was coming from. I don't know if it's a petcock, one of the carburetors. I don't know. if you look over here, you can see last time it was on the road was 2016. And here we are in 21. I will say this, looking at it closely, it's got really good tires on it. They look almost brand new. Like the wheels are in real good shape. You can see, you know, even though it's filthy, it looks like it's been sitting around for a while. You can see that under all that grime is going to be a good looking bike. Unfortunately, somebody painted it like with a rattle can or something. Not a big deal, because that just makes it more interesting. I'm gonna put some crazy paint on it, maybe some heavy metallic or something. 17,000 miles on the clock. If you look here, I think there was some blue I noticed. Yeah, maybe a little something. I guess it doesn't really matter what the original color was. I'm gonna paint it some kind of crazy metallic. Yeah, that fuel doesn't smell real fresh. As of right now, the front wheel is locked up. It's not locked up, it's hanging up, like the caliper's hanging up or something. So I'm gonna take a look at that. This is gonna get a video all its own, because assuming it checks out mechanically, as I said, we're gonna paint it, we're gonna make it look all fancy. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'll either keep it around as a spare for, you know, when somebody's got a bike that's down, because, you know, a bunch of us ride. You know, or I'll just keep it just to run around locally. My son sold his bike last year. You know, it might even be something he wants to tool around on when he comes up for a visit. We'll see. But that's going to be one of the next videos coming up, is going to be the resurrection of the Kawasaki Kz 440. All right, people. That's it for the HiBid auction. That's it for my gem of, you know, motorcycle, yard bug, pressure washer. I spent under $1,000. That was including fuel to get to Pennsylvania back. So whatever. So I'm losing money on the yard bug, since that's going to my daughter. Pressure washer worked out well. Let's see how the Kawasaki works out. All right, people. Smitty out.